What's up guys, Jake here. Today I'm going to talk to you about a thing called hyperfixations. Now what exactly is a hyperfixation? It is an intense love of a subject which consumes a considerable amount of a person's time and thoughts. This subject can be a movie, a TV show, a musician, a YouTuber, or really any kind of thing or form of media. Now this is often considered a special interest, and it's something that occurs amongst people who suffer from ADHD, depression, anxiety, and lots of other neuroatypical people. It's something that helps distract from the negative thoughts and channel our creativity and emotions into something positive. In my personal experience, I have been hyperfixating about things since I was about 13. It was something that was deeply misunderstood by my parents and my peers, and something that was brushed off as being quirky or annoying instead of what should have been a sign. I didn't fully understand that I needed help when I was younger, and what impact that hyperfixation would have on my life, but also it saved me from myself. I lost so many hours of sleep, I stopped socializing with people, I didn't go out, I didn't leave my room, and I became highly dependent on an internet connection to survive. I would lose sleep because I was live streaming TV shows from America, or reading fanfiction, or scrolling through Tumblr. I didn't see the deeper impact that was having on my life and how it was making me withdraw. But as I got older, I befriended people with the same special interests as me and learned to keep the fixations contained. My fandoms are a way that I became creative. I became a musician because of them and learned to channel my creativity into something positive. Now that I'm older, I understand my hyperfixations differently. I feel more reserved about them, but also I'm not ashamed. I know that 50 tweets about Sirius Black might get annoying, but also it keeps me grounded. Now, there are many ways my hyperfixations have affected me. Have you ever seen a fictional character and thought, wow, me? It's like that, except I find myself taking on the characteristics and the interests of the characters that I'm fixated on. I strive to be more like them, more like their positive traits. Typically, I'll fixate over a TV show, movie, or a book. During this, I'll often have a favourite character and a favourite queer ship. I spend a lot of time reading fanfiction, and most nights I can't sleep without reading fic. And I've even been known to write my own fanfiction when I'm really in deep. But because of these experiences, I've developed strong emotional connections to characters which I feel have informed how I am as a person. I feel like they've changed my life in significant ways. For example, Glee, Teen Wolf, Supernatural, Dirk Gently, Harry Potter, and many, many more things have in turn given me a part of myself. It's hard to explain, but I've taken a piece of these characters and these plots, and they've shaped who I am. Often characters will give me the confidence to explore parts of myself that I otherwise wouldn't have thought about. Different fashions and philosophies and interests. Quite recently I came to the realization that I really like the label genderqueer, and I don't think I would have come to that realization as easily if it wasn't for Sirius Black, because a lot of people write his character as being genderqueer. I started learning guitar because I was heavily fixated on Darren Criss. I stuck with choir for so long because I loved Glee. I learned that family isn't just about blood from Supernatural, and I branched out and became more socially independent because of Teen Wolf and this idea of having a pack. All of these things have been positive, and most importantly, it's distracted me from my own anxiety and from these depressive episodes, and it's meant that I'm channeling all of my thoughts into something creative and positive. It meant I didn't lose myself to anxiety, and if I was going through a depressive episode, I could escape to these worlds. I could think about a fictional character and think, what would they do? Because I felt that I had a strong emotional bond to them whilst I was hyperfixating on that specific thing. So hyperfixations get a bit of a bad rep. People think that it's this over-obsessing and it's this constant need to be thinking about a certain TV show or a certain movie, etc. But really, you have to think about why people do this, why it's so important to them. Often it's because they are diverting themselves away from negative thoughts, and this is really common in people who aren't neurotypical. So I think next time you're going to sit there and judge a person because of how passionate they are about their interests, I would take a step back and look at it and think, why is this important to this person? what could this possibly mean for this person's life? I know I've gone through many times when I've had parents and I've had friends look at me and be like, oh, it's just Jake talking about that thing again, but they don't realise exactly how much I need that and how important it is to me. So I hope you understand a little bit more about what hyperfixations are and what they mean to people. Don't judge others, be nice. You never know what a person is going through, and you never know how they're going to channel their negative energies into something that's positive. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great week. Peace.